All right, y'all. So we back with another video. This is the dangerous world of Omegle. Now we are live on Kick. Make sure you guys hit the link in the description. We are live on Kick. So Omegle, Omi TV, and Monkey is very prevalent. This is most people's content, and I don't know if you guys have seen, but there are videos that have gotten millions and hundreds of thousands of views from, people exposing these creeps on here. So we are going to dissect and break down these Omegle and Omi TV little freak things, because it is real freaky and nasty. Okay, what really be going on with this shit? Okay, roll to 1,000 like and subscribe. Let's get money.
Haley Shell's family directly blames that website for linking their daughter up with this man.
In the first 7 seconds, bro. The first 7 seconds, somebody dying off of Omegle, bro.
Shell's family directly blames that website for linking their daughter up with this man, who they say then lured her to.
You gonna make it one day, bro. Zeno! I'm making my life every day, man. Hey, Zeno, real talk. Thank you for that, bro. All right, man. Keep elevating, keep prospering, bro. Real shit, man.
For many of us, one of the toughest things to do in real life is to meet new people. Have you ever wanted to talk to someone so bad, but you just couldn't muster up the courage to say hi? I know I have, but websites like Omegle make it so easy. Omegle is a video chat platform that randomly pairs two strangers together to talk face to face. Instead of traveling hundreds of miles, someone halfway across the world is waiting on the other side of your screen. With over 60 million monthly users in 2021, this app is popular. But the problem is, Omegle isn't like most websites. You barely need to go through any verification to use the site.
At all.
I tried going on Omegle.
And look, they only have the little verification that they do have so they don't get sued for the issues and problems that really be going on these apps.
I literally clicked 2 buttons and right away I was talking.
You're banned on Omegle. You're a square.
With a stranger. And convenience like this comes at a cost. Your safety. Warning, use Omegle at your own risk. How would you feel if someone you've never met before told you where you live?
Clicking off. For this reason right here, shit for the birds, bro. Clicking off. Why you on here? Because I'm bored. I'm just bored. I'm just, they know your whole IP, exactly where you at, where you from, where you... Nope.
Oh my god. Can you stop?
Please do not use Omegle. It is not safe.
That's terrifying.
YouTubers like Justin Schmidt rake in millions of views by doing just that on Omegle. Every time you go on Omegle, your location is exposed. This is because the site uses peer-to-peer connection, which means that the person you're talking to has access to your IP address, which is a string of numbers that shows the address of your device. Someone who has your IP can easily track your movements in real life. All they need to do is copy your IP address and paste it on any geolocation website, and just like that, they know the area.
God damn.
There's even a Google Chrome extension specifically made to find people's locations on Omegle. And there are over 200,000 people.
Like, who came up with that? Whoever came up with that, you have a chronic illness of pornography. You have a chronic disease, bro. And you will never get no bitches, because a woman would not come up with this. A man did.
Using it. Of course, Omegle isn't the only site to track IP addresses. Many other websites track them as well, but the difference is most websites don't publicly expose their users' IPs. And with 30,000 active users at any given time, you're at risk of someone finding out the area you live in. And if you become a target, they could even find out your exact location. But exposing your location is only the tip of the iceberg. The messages you send to other people on Omegle are not private. These messages are stored within Omegle's database. And the worst part, anyone can access them. In August of 2016, Indrajit Buwan, a security consultant who helped uncover the flaws in WhatsApp and Samsung, wanted to show the world how Omegle handles your...
Oh my goodness. Speaking of WhatsApp, y'all, did y'all hear about the Cash App owner who got stabbed in San Francisco? Did y'all hear about that? Ain't that wild, bro? He having lunch, dinner, by himself. I don't know the whole story, but bro, That's somebody must have got scammed real bad off of Cash App and they wanted it back in blood. And they was like, I'm not gonna go to, a civilian. I'm gonna go to the man himself. That's tough. But also, let's think about this, because that had to been a setup. I mean, but let's be real though. Who knew that was the owner of Cash App though? Like, you feel me? Only somebody who really digs and searches for that type of knowledge would know the owner of Cash App, know his face, know his family, know where he live, where he stay, what car he drive. You know? But what he about to say?
Your privacy.
With
We
WhatsApp.
found that Omegle saves screenshots of your messages in their database, which can be
They got to.
retrieved by anyone. All
got
Buwan
to.
had to do was write a simple programming script, and anyone who uses it could download these screenshots. Many Omegle users type their phone numbers in the chat box
wow.
to connect with a person outside of the website. But as you'll see, this is a big mistake. It's mind-blowing to see how lax Omegle is with their security, but it only gets worse. The site promises two strangers to talk together, but what if there's a third person listening to your conversation without you even knowing? My friend I Am Lucid intercepted real Omegle calls.
What?
What's wrong?
And you don't even need to be a hacker to join these conversations. Anyone with a
Wait,
streaming
what?
software like OBS can hijack your calls. And it's fine when YouTubers do this for entertainment, but there's nothing stopping someone shady from listening into your Omegle conversation. And when you consider the fact that thousands of children use Omegle every day, it's a disaster waiting to happen. It's clear that Omegle has a lack of security. The sheer amount of inappropriate content you can find is proof of that. But that's not the only danger lurking on Omegle. As you'll see in our next chapter, there's an entire community dedicated to bullying others. The Hateful Catboy. On April 29th, 2019, YouTuber It's Keisha uploaded a video of her
It's Keisha.
experience
Uh-oh.
using Omegle, and it wasn't
Hey,
a
Jay,
good
what's
one.
up, Ari? What
Thousands
up,
of
man?
people just like It's Keisha get thrown insults on the platform every day. They go on Omegle as a form of escape, only to find the opposite. Horrible people are everywhere on the internet, but on
Facts.
Omegle, many of these people record their interactions for everyone to see. In It's Keisha's video,
They do.
something about one of her encounters really stood out to me.
We have option Jew, option Aryan, and option. Where is the knife coming down, boys?
What?
The man in the corner of the screen is TB, known online as Catboy Cammy. Catboy Cammy started off by making prank videos. His popularity skyrocketed when clips of his disgusting behavior on Omegle went viral. He's infamous for wearing blackface while chatting
Oh! And let me tell y'all something about that. I love this shit. Oh, let me tell y'all something about that. Because what y'all don't know is there's a website called cozy.tv. We'll go on there after this, okay? Cozy.tv. That platform was literally, like, it's a known fact for people with common sense. That app was built off of racism. They have racist debates, religious debates, political debates, but it's all funded, and the foundation of it is all through racism. And this is common on there with the watermelon and the... Not surprised? No, it's like crazy. We'll go scrolling on there after this, but it's insane. So you can't like I'm saying to everybody, you can't be right. You can't be surprised at the quote unquote big white streamers who are backed by a certain type of people. So they could say certain type of things subliminally that a lot of people wouldn't catch, but deep down, it's racism. It is. So they will frame it as, hey, I didn't say nothing that was prejudiced or racist, but guess what? My chat is. And what do y'all be saying? The chat, the viewers, the supporters is a clear reflection to the streamer. Right or wrong? So it goes to show you, bro. And look, I'm gonna go as far as saying, bro, it don't even matter if you're playing a quote unquote character, because even when you're playing a character, there are some moments in time, if you are actually a person with a spirit and soul, that your feelings and your intentions come out. So people grasp onto that. So if you are acting like you are a comedian, or if you are acting like you are, you know, racist and prejudiced, but you're black and you're really not that at all in real life, bro, you're going to get people who sees that you're just joking. You're going to get people that's actually seeing the real in you instead of just the character, because it's a fucking character. Why would y'all worship an actor?
With strangers on Omegle. The Catboy isn't afraid of sharing his vulgar humor with the kids he meets online, and his audience loves it. As you can see from It's Keisha's video, Catboy Cammy was streaming his side of the encounter. Hundreds of people in his chat were actively participating in his game that he played with her. It's just insane to me to see how many people support this guy. Catboy Cammy created a community of like-minded people. These
Like-minded racists. You see what I'm saying? Are y'all getting it? Like-minded people who are prejudiced. They have a very difficult time talking to women. They have a very difficult time talking to ladies, talking to girls. They have erectile dysfunction disorder. They have a mental disorder. They have an illness. They cannot shake it. They are 30, 40, 50. They are messed up. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something that's so spiritual and so real. So those who have melanin, all my Latina folks, all my Mexicans, all my Africans, and all my quote-unquote African Americans. Bro, you gotta start feeling bad for white people, bro. I'm not saying all, but like those. Bro, you gotta start feeling bad for them. Cause bro, what? In our right minds, we would never stoop to that level. Like the fact that it's even a story, it's even a quote unquote stereotype that white dudes can't handle black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why that is. Shit go deep, bro. I'm at the point now. I feel bad for him. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like help him, but like the racist, prejudice, you know, country folk raised white, bro, I feel bad because y'all are just so hurt, and y'all wish y'all could be us. Bad. So y'all envy us. Hate is the other form of love. That's all.
Types of creators are banned on YouTube, so they move to other video sharing platforms like BitChute. If you type in Omegle on BitChute search bar, you'll find a ton of these videos. Catboy may have gotten away with his actions this time, but on Omegle, the things you do can have very real consequences.
Bro, look at him.
In this next chapter, this person made a big mistake, and it was recorded for everyone to see. Michael's terrible mistake. Before we talk about Michael's mistake, I want to tell you guys about Brilliant.org. Let's take it back to when I was a kid. Ever since I could remember, I always had a problem learning in school. It always baffled me, right? How some kids don't need to...
Wait, stop. You trying to promo right now. I respect you, but we here for the info. Stop.
On the site, they get used to seeing these disgusting things, sometimes to the point that they start to do them too. Michael was just 18 when the 2020 event swept the world. With isolation at an all-time high, he craved social interaction. Like many others, he would turn to Omegle to satisfy this need. And thanks to these difficult times, Omegle would become more popular than ever. It would be the meeting place for thousands of people just like Michael. Michael started off just chatting with strangers, but soon started to do more than that. What was once his need for human interaction turned into a desire for something more intimate. Michael came across many people on Omegle doing inappropriate things, and he started to do things too. Michael would actively look for others who would do it with him. It was the closest thing he could get to intimacy with another person. But as isolation lessened and life returned to normal, Michael quit Omegle. But he didn't realize that his time on Omegle was a big mistake. After a year since his last visit, Michael visited Omegle again. But out of all the people he could be matched with, he matched with himself. What does this mean exactly? Basically, Michael matched with someone who was playing a video on screen. A video of Michael himself doing inappropriate things. For over a year, someone had been using a recording of Michael to trick others into doing inappropriate acts too. While the video of Michael plays, the imposter posing as him would encourage the stranger to join in on the fun. Video recordings like these are known as VCWs. What a VCW basically is a program that has recorded footage of someone on webcam. This program has buttons to manipulate how the person in the video acts. If a stranger on Omegle asks the VCW to wave their hand, there's a wave button. If they want
So it's like AI. See, this is what I be telling y'all, bro. Y'all, I'm not talking to y'all, fam. I'm talking to the internet, the world, okay? Bro, y'all are not even gonna be needed. Y'all are actually not needed. A lot of y'all are not needed. You're just taking up space. Just keep it 100. If you're not doing something to help yourself, improve yourself, contribute to yourself and to the world, bro, you're not gonna be needed at all. At all. Look at this shit.
Want you to give a thumbs up, you press the thumbs up. By having these actions on standby, it's a lot easier for the VCW user to trick unsuspecting people
like you a person.
Acts. And someone created a VCW of Michael. So why would anyone do this? By using VCWs, scammers can secretly record videos of Omegle users and possibly use it as content on websites made for adults. Even experienced Omegle users can fall for tricks like these. But that isn't the worst part about Omegle, because we still have to talk about the site's most vulnerable audience.
The kids.
I shouldn't have trusted you. In order to use Omegle, you have to tick a checkbox that says you're 18 or older. So you tick the checkbox.
Who reading that? And who has ever read that? Come on, bro. That's all to say they ask. That's Omegle's cushion.
Congratulations, you're now an adult. And if anything bad happens to you on the site, they make it clear that it's not Omegle's fault. But in reality, these restrictions do absolutely nothing to stop children from joining. Thousands of kids go on Omegle every day, one of them being a young girl who we'll call AM. In 2014, AM first discovered Omegle during a sleepover with a friend.
Okay, what I will say, back in that gap, ooh yeah, JB was on Omegle every weekend with his boys. I ain't bullshitting. I was on Omegle every weekend, and them niggas was smoking vapes. I mean, I have hit a vape before, but ooh, I was damn near Omegle demon every weekend, boy. Shit.
After a few of these Omegle sessions with her friends, AM eventually felt comfortable enough to go on the site alone. On her first Omegle session alone, she met a man who was much older than her. After chatting with him for 15 minutes, AM was convinced that she made a friend. This friend promised to help AM become a better person. They traded contact information and started texting each other. First, AM's friend asked her to send him a picture of her smiling. And after they grew more comfortable with each other, it turned into him asking for other types of photos. Within 2 weeks, AM has completely fallen into the spell of this criminal named Ryan. Ryan convinced AM that he was doing this for her healing, that sending him these pictures is part of his promise to help her become a better person. Ryan explained that he wasn't forcing her to send him photos, but if she stopped, he would send her photos to her family. Ryan got away with doing these things to young people for 4 years until he was eventually caught. The police alerted
a whole high school
parents
sentence
after photos of their daughter were found in Ryan's possession. Even though Ryan was sentenced to 10 years, the problem goes deeper than just him.
Nice
in
sentence.
2019, AM filed a $22 million lawsuit against Omegle. On Omegle's website, there's a notice that says, "Preds have been known to use Omegle, so please be careful." They acknowledge
but that's it. They're not giving me
website, but nothing seems to be getting done. Talking with strangers can be fun, but all it takes is one person to
Oh,
turn
yeah.
your life upside down.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it can even be someone you trust.
Oh yeah.
The creep who got away.
Oh Lord.
Popular YouTubers bring in thousands of people to Omegle every day. How, you might ask? Well, these YouTubers record
Hey,
their
you see what I'm
interactions
saying,
with
Gerald?
strangers on Omegle and post them on their YouTube channel.
Oh,
So their
man.
audience flocks to
I
Omegle
get
trying to match with them. If they're lucky, they might be that one stranger who appears on a YouTube video with millions of views.
It really is.
Reed, what's up?
Messi, what are you doing?
I'm looking for my biggest fan.
But here's the thing with YouTubers. Who they are on screen may not always reflect who they are in real life.
No, stop. I'm gonna say 98. I'll get a benefit of the doubt. 98%. 98% of YouTubers are not who they are on video in real life. They're not.
Matching with your
98%.
favorite YouTuber on Omegle is a positive experience, but as some fans soon found out, this isn't always the case. One of these Omegle YouTubers is Dragon Nova, a content creator who had over 600,000 followers on YouTube and
Who is that?
TikTok. His content consists of him hijacking Omegle calls, usually leading to some laughs.
Watch out, there's a big black man. He's gonna jump scare you.
Is that him?
These videos exploded his channel, gaining him a ton of
shit is
traction.
not
But in
funny,
January 2022, Dragon Nova vanished. He deleted his social media accounts after
Last
someone
year?
exposed his true colors.
Uh-oh.
Dazed Woozy, another YouTuber who makes Omegle content, revealed Dragon Nova's inappropriate behavior in a Discord video call.
When he exposed his private parts.
Yo!
We see it all the time. A
Oh my
YouTuber gets
God.
exposed, suffers backlash, and disappears from the spotlight.
Of course.
Except this time, it was different. Dragon Nova made a comeback. But what's surprising was that his fans were not upset. They forgave him and even welcomed him back with open arms.
Since then, he's been comfortably uploading on YouTube, and it seems like none of his audience actually cares.
Look,
I
see?
forgive you, dog.
Because of the support.
All because of the content. Because of the dopamine disease. The dopamine rushes. Mind you, y'all, dopamine is a drug. People get highly affected by dopamine. Okay? They don't care. As long as this dude is providing them content. And to them, this is content. This is hilarious. This is funny. This is dope. This is awesome. This is all. He's good, bro. He's making more videos, bro. Keep staying consistent, bro. Yeah, we need you, bro. Yeah. So basically, be our puppet. Be our puppet. That's all we need. Be our robot. Be our monkey. We're watching you from the stands, and we're in a circus. Keep going. We'll keep throwing money at you. We'll keep giving you money. But guess what? This is what you're going to continue to do. And we'll forgive you, bro. Trust me. We got you.
The man behind Dragon Nova started a new channel. Making the same content as before, this new channel would hit 100,000 subscribers again in November 2022. Wow. Other YouTubers have tried to raise awareness about his past, but Dragon Nova and his fans are acting like nothing ever.
Anybody know him?
He even deleted his apology video where he openly admitted to committing the act.
Because why even do that when they don't even care?
Capable of change. And I hope that Dragon Nova truly has. And he got lucky because to my knowledge, he wasn't punished by the law. But as you'll see in our next chapter, criminals don't always get away. Coach
True.
Casey. This is Casey.
Okay.
Growing up, he loved baseball. As he got older, Casey's love for sports led him to becoming a coach. He worked as a volunteer coach for Minnesota's East Ridge High School's baseball team. Casey also became a part-time volleyball coach for another high school in the area. Before joining, he completed Minneapolis's child safety training program called Virtues, Protecting God's Children. Casey was a great coach, and the people who worked with him respected him a lot. But Casey had dark secrets. Unknown to anyone else, Casey made friends with two girls on Omegle, Jaden and Grace. Jaden and
Yo! Don't you can say that name again. Don't you say that goddamn name again, boy.
Grace were on the site together when they met Casey. The girls hit it off with Casey and shared their contact information with him, and they started texting. Eventually, Casey invited them over to his house.
That's a big
September
ass goddamn
29th,
house.
2014,
Uh-oh.
he picked the girls up from volleyball practice.
Stupid.
But that night, they never came home.
Oh.
Casey drove them to his house. He convinced the girls to enter through his basement door. At that moment, Jaden and Grace were suspicious, but felt that it was too late for them to back out. Listening to Casey, they fell into his trap. Casey locked them in his basement. The parents' girls were frantic over their missing daughters, but luckily Casey forgot one important thing: their cell phones. Authorities were able to track the girls' locations.
Wait, stop. How did they get there again? How did they get there?
Eventually, Casey invited them over to his house.
Okay.
On September 29th, 2014, he picked the girls up from volleyball practice. But that
Okay, so wow, so he picked the girls. Okay.
That night, they never came home. Casey drove them to his house. He convinced the girls to enter through his basement door. At that moment, Jaden and Grace were suspicious, but felt that it was too late for them to back out. Listening to Casey, they fell into his trap. Casey locked them in his basement. The parents' girls were frantic over their missing daughters, but luckily, Casey forgot one important thing: their cell phones. Authorities were able to track the girls' locations through their cell phones. This led them right to Casey's house. Thankfully, the authorities arrived before it was too late. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Casey was sentenced to 11 years. So what motivated Casey to do what he did? Through his own twisted logic, Casey convinced himself that the girls were from broken homes and he was doing them a favor.
Stupid.
Casey seemed like an average person like you and...
You're not Captain Save-A-Ho. And sorry, little girls. I mean, you guys aren't hoes, but you know, you're not doing that, bro.
Me. It's just crazy to think, right, that someone that seems so completely normal on the surface could be capable of such things. But on Omegle, we haven't even scratched the surface of crazy yet. The Crazy Cat Lady. Before you start searching for strangers on Omegle,
Crazy
you can
Cat
set
Lady.
your interests. Let's say you type in cats. The site tries to pair you up with other people who are interested in cats. At least, that's how it's supposed to work. On April of 2020,
And that's not how it
Omegle
works.
users reported being matched with someone who physically harmed cats and showed them
No.
lifeless on screen. They call this person the Crazy Cat Lady. The Crazy Cat Lady would set her interest on Omegle to furry, targeting them with her shocking content. But she didn't just stop at Omegle. She knew that she was going viral, so she started her own TikTok account. On TikTok, she even posted her exact schedule to let people know when she would be online. With so many people scarred by the videos of this one woman, the internet wasn't going to let it go. Redditors and Discord users went on an online witch hunt. They gathered all the information they could find about the Crazy Cat Lady and submitted the evidence to the authorities, and no one expected who was behind this. In July of 2022, the Crazy Cat Lady was identified
19?
as Crystal, a veterinary student, someone who was supposed to help animals but probably got into the veterinary field to do the opposite. When the police raided her home, they found numerous animal parts believed to belong to cats and dogs. She was found guilty in 2021 and sentenced to 30 months. I can't imagine how anyone can be happy doing what she did. I have a dog and I would never do anything to hurt him. But in her next...
I'ma just say this. So here's my thing, right? She does, Gerald. And that's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say, okay? So, in order for a corporation, for a jail, for a school to keep running, what do you need? You need bodies. You need heads. You need humans. Okay? But you look at the word dog. And I love saying this. I love saying this every time. Because I have the softest spot for dogs in particular. But when you look at the word dog and you spell it backwards, it means God. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I had the utmost worst times hearing on TV, in the arms of the angel. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear that fucking song. I didn't want to see the goddamn cat, the dog, the rat on the screen. I didn't want to see that. every single time my heart got full and tears just welded up in my eyes, okay? I don't want to hear that shit. Now, JB, what you saying? I'm about to say it right now. The fact that every 1 year for us as humans is every dog's 7 years. So when a dog is 7, they're 21, right? Like, my thing is, why would we not treat both of those the same? Because let's keep it all the way 100. Some people don't want to live. Some people are dying already. When a dog gets 7, he's 40. Wait, what did I say? Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying, okay? So it's actually proven that dogs, animals, live more than actual humans. But because most animals don't give the Matrix money, we're going to give them 6 months, 10 months for taking parts of, we're taking parts of dogs and cats and putting them on our kitchen table, putting them on the dining room table. Are you kidding me, bro? No pun intended. I just can't rock with that, bro. I just cannot rock with that. Right. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant, Caleb. Like, some humans don't even want to live anyway. They just dying. They working. They doing everything they hate. They're miserable. They don't want to live anyway. So, I mean, what, you know, but it's only because they can be, quote unquote, accounted for. That's why. Dogs, cats can't. Exactly. You see stray dogs walking up and down the street. Nobody can put a tax on that dog. Nobody can write off that dog. The dog just walking around. The cat's just walking around. That's fucked up. But see, let's go to religion. I can't go into them topics, bro. I can't. Because my heart started getting full and I started getting agitated. Just messed up, bro. How y'all gonna do dogs like that, bro?
Story. This unfortunate person saw something on their screen that was even worse than what the crazy cat lady did, because it wasn't to an animal. It was done to a human. It's just a prank, bro. Prank videos. Love or hate them, they're here to stay on YouTube. And sometimes it's really obvious when they're fake. But on Omegle, it's a lot harder to tell what's real or what's fake. The biggest difference between a YouTube prankster and an Omegle prankster is who gets to turn off the video. On YouTube, you can watch a video all the way through to see the entire prank. But on Omegle, a prankster doesn't always get the chance to tell the other person, it's just a prank, bro. The person you're pranking can click off before finding out it's fake. Omegle YouTubers like Something About Chickens come up with pretty creative pranks.
Who is that?
There's actually a lot we can learn from this person. What?
Yeah, y'all niggas true.
Other pranksters push the envelope just a little bit.
Look behind you.
What do you mean?
They really got that man.
But what if you saw something horrifying on Omegle and it actually wasn't a prank? On October 22nd, 2013, two friends were on Omegle. Colin, a US Army reservist, and his friend, Cherish. Allegedly, the two wanted to prank a stranger, so when the two matched with a stranger, Colin pulled out his firearm. Thinking that it was unloaded, he fired at his friend, Cherish. That was a huge mistake because he ended Cherish's life. A detective said that someone saw the gun this charge. There was an active chat going on. In the end, Colin pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 8 to 20 years.
Whoa!
To this day, no one knows who saw the incident that happened. No one except that unlucky stranger. And I can't imagine seeing that. We know from these stories that there are twisted people on Omegle, but the chances of you running into one of them has to be pretty low, right? Well, we tested this ourselves and the results are not what we hoped for. The disappointing experiment.
Yeah, it's not
my
low.
team ran an experiment. I went on Omegle but didn't type any interests. Telling Omegle your interests helps specify the kind of people you want to meet. So by leaving it blank, the site can...
But does that really work though? Not really, right? Like, it don't really work.
Pair you with anyone. I left my computer on Omegle for 1 hour and recorded my screen. Within the first 5 minutes, I was already paired with a man doing things. Right after that was a screen advertising a website made for adults. In the span of 1 hour, I came across 11 saddening situations. And all of this was without typing in any interests. Omegle paired me with these users by default. Before you go on Omegle, you have to acknowledge that you are above 18.
Nobody reads that.
Anyone can check that box.
Exactly.
According to the site's terms of service, you assume all risks, even if those risks arise from the negligence or carelessness of Omegle. Omegle wants to keep its hands clean, but this only ends up making the site dirty. Even though the site tells you that your video is being monitored, it doesn't stop anyone. Every time you go on Omegle, you put yourself at risk. Because the internet is a dangerous place, not just because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. If you see people online hurting others, report it. Helping one person might not change the world, but it could change the world.
How would you help it? Or how would you report it?
Wait, before you go, click this playlist right here to watch.
How would you report it? And who would you report to? You seen something scary on, like, you know? Come on. But hey, this was a great video, dude. I like you a lot, man. Visual Venture. I like your channel. Very great editing. Very great. Intrigued. I was intrigued the whole video. Very, very great, man. Road to the